Hey guys, this is a Patreon request. We've been talking about all kinds of music over there, and because I liked Sound of Silence done by Disturbed, um, someone gave me this song. And if you'd like to see some of the background of Sound of Silence, just a tiny bit or something, you can go watch that video before you watch this one. Now, before we get into this one, I didn't know who Myles Kennedy was at all. And I do like to know like a tiny bit on certain things. Like if it's somebody I don't know at all, I might just do the blind reaction for the first one but then actually learn. But since I already know the song and I know Disturbed now, I know him before too, but I definitely didn't know if they sang that song. I looked a little more into Myles Kennedy. This is just straight off the Wikipedia though, guys. I didn't dig through any libraries of books. But, so I guess Myles Kennedy. Okay, so his professional name is Myles Kennedy. That's who he's known as. Okay. So Myles Kennedy, he is the lead vocalist in the backing band of Slash. I know who Slash is, so it's the backing band. And that backing band is called Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators, which is interesting. Oh, well, he's the lead vocalist and the rhythm guitarist. So we'll see whether he plays rhythm guitar or vocals. But I would assume it's vocals if they're going to feature him in here that doesn't have like some crazy guitar stuff or anything like that. And he was a rhythm guitarist, so I'm fairly certain he's singing with... shoot, I don't even know who the... What is the name of the lead singer in Disturbed? Let me know. I could look it up, but at this point, I should have looked it up before, so I apologize about that. Here we go.
We have a special treat for you tonight. For tonight's performance of The Sound of Silence, joining us on the stage to be the Art Garfunkel to my Paul Simon tonight, please welcome Mr. Myles Kennedy.
I really like that. Garfunkel to my Simon and Garfunkel, so original group that created The Sound of Silence. And Paul Simon's the one who wrote it. But I thought that was such a nice little intro there.
Now fire up those lighters and those cell phones and hold them up in the air, people. Now's the time.
Darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless streams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp.
Oof. Could you imagine, like... Ooh. Could you imagine being... I guess... So I haven't seen a ton of musicians live. But some things, like, hit me so hard. But if I saw them sing this, whether Myles Kennedy was there or not, which I think is almost like... He's, like, almost filling in... like, because, you know, the lead singer of Disturbed has a lower voice, and he's kind of like filling in with some like higher stuff. I can't speak on the technicality, but it is very soothing them together. But back to my original point was like, I don't think I could sleep for like 3 days after this. I would feel like, I heard something so powerful that like it must mean it must mean something. Like that's how like things hit me. I just like sit and stare at a wall after this or something, and just like ponder the meaning of life and be like existential questions or something.
Turn my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stared by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never share. And no one dared disturb the sound of silence. For said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words and I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops fell, echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god of fame.
Ooh, come on. I know like 5 of you just got pissed off at me. This song just never lets you breathe. It just puts all the problems in your face. Oh, I love this version. Thank you for sending it to me. Ooh, I was like, I don't know, the other version is just so powerful. I was like, I don't know, like having another vocalist in there could like make it feel any better, or even just good but different. No, this is great but different. Definitely prefer him solo, but only not by as much as you might think though. I really like having his voice in the background and be able to go just go hard at it at like a higher register or whatever. Something powerful about that. And then seeing people in the crowd in this one, I really enjoy the people like have like their hands up and they're really like feeling the music. I saw this one guy in there. He had like both hands above his head, and I mean, he might be a little out of his mind at this concert, but either way, like I could tell, and he just like put his head back as he had his arms behind his head, and then he put like his hand up after that. Like that guy was blown away. I felt it right with him, but I know it'd be different if I was there. Like I want to be that guy with my arms behind my head, staring at these guys 3 rows back, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna be staring at a wall later, thinking about life after this one.
Give it up nice and loud for Mr. Myles Kennedy.
Wow, thank you so much for showing me this version. Oh, I'm like, that was so good. I'm thinking less on the meaning of the song and the lyrics and stuff like that, than the other version, because I've already done it that way. You know, I've already thought about it that way. What I'm thinking about right now is when you have it, you've already, you know, when Disturbed decided they were going to do this, probably got the rights and the okay to do it, and then they make this version, and it's so good. Now, obviously, they're talented musicians, so they can be, you know, they're probably good at figuring the stuff out. But it blows my mind. It was like, oh, you know what? What if we do another singer and we sing at the same time throughout the entire song? And, you know, someone like me, I'm like, I don't know. Like, that doesn't, you know, I wouldn't like necessarily think like, oh yeah, that's gonna be great. Oh, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. There's something about like, it didn't feel as dark as the other one. I think that's why the other one's so powerful. Like his voice lightened it up, but it also gave it a different type of power. Like the other one was like, doom is now, like whatever's going on. We didn't, just like people have been saying, like in my comments in the other one, you didn't heed the political warnings of the original. Like doom is like, it's here. But in this one, it's like, this is gonna be so crazy, but like doom is already happening, and you're just watching it, and people with their cell phones out and stuff like that, and him, both of them going at it, and there's just like ash falling from the sky and stuff's going like, it's almost like you've given up almost. That's not what it means or anything like that, but that's just how my mind envisioned it. You know, the other one, the feeling of them are a bit different with having him in there, which is crazy. It's crazy that a song could change that much by just adding that dynamic. But I really enjoyed it. Thought it was good. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. If there's anything else you want me to watch, let me know. If you want to guarantee it, you can go to Patreon if you'd like. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.